Good morning and welcome everyone to this amazing training flag off. My name is Confidence Stavely and I am so excited to be welcoming every one of you to this event. Without further ado, I will just go on to say congratulations from me to every one of you. And like I said earlier, my name is Confidence Stavely and I'm the founder of Cybersafe Foundation. And I'm saying congratulations because you are one of 2,400 women and girls that were picked for the DigiGirls program. And just so you also know, over 12,000 of you applied in the short period of time when we opened applications for this program. Unfortunately, we could only take 2,000. And due to the huge number of people that applied, we had to up that number by 400 again. And so you are one of 1,000. We are one of 2,400 women joining us from all over Nigeria. We have, if you're joining us virtually and you're studying virtually, you are in the majority because we just have 5% of you, joining us and studying from the Lagos Hub. Lagos Hub, can we see you? Lagos Hub girls, can we see you? Lagos Hub girls, let's see Lagos Hub girls really quickly. Lagos Hub. Can we see Lagos Hub girls? Oh, amazing, amazing. We can see you. And can we see Kaduna girls right now? Kaduna girls, let's see you. Make some noise, Kaduna girls. Let's see Kaduna girls. I can't see them. I can't see. Can they hear me? Kaduna girls, can you just wave if you can hear me? Just wave, 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 wave. Oh, we can only see you, but I don't think they can hear us yet. But we're so excited to have you join us. But if you're joining us online, you're actually in the majority because we have over 2,000 of you joining us online. And we are very excited. We are very, very excited to have you all join us. So I'm going to go straight on to my admonition for today. I want to start by saying this is a life-changing experience. And I'm sure you've already gotten a feel of that. The thing about digital skills that no one tells you is that it opens up a new world of opportunities to you. I mean, I can say so myself as someone who, got exposed to digital skills, about 15 years ago. Not only is it empowering to have so much learning, work, and knowledge opportunities at your fingertips, it is also liberating to know that the possibilities are limitless. And I encourage you in this time to shun distractions and stay resilient in the face of any barriers or challenges that may stand in your way of giving this opportunity your very best shot. I will say also that it is my hope that you complete this program because it's easier to start, okay? I hope that you complete this program, which of course includes that you attend classes. If you're learning online, that you attend classes. If you're learning physically in our hub in either Lagos or Kaduna, that you attend classes and you actually do your assessments and every other activity that is created for you. So I'm saying that to say that it is my hope that you complete this program and you gain the skills and you put them to work for yourself. I can also assure you that you'll be accessing best-in-class training and mentorship for the duration of this program, okay? We have also put together a fantastic team that is forging partnerships with companies across Nigeria to secure internships and job placements for you with forward-thinking organizations. So for a lot of you who will be graduating, we'll be able to place you with internships and across Nigeria that you can begin to see the benefits of these digital skills because they're all in demand skills. Both those of you learning online and those of you learning physically in our hubs, you will have this opportunity as well. Also, you'll get the opportunity to interact with leading ladies in tech across Nigeria who also serve as your mentors. Your program, the program officer will be taking you through what you should expect in this program. I'm mentioning some of them. You have 10 of them. I'm only mentioning 5 of them. Trust me, the other 5 we are not mentioning today are amazing women as well, top women that you would have the opportunity to interact with and learn from. You will also have opportunities to interact with the UK government officials, top UK government officials that are actually funding this event or funding this training for you. You know, normally you would have had to pay for this training that you're having, but you're having it for free because the UK government has covered all of the costs of accessing this quality of training that you're going to be getting. So the UK government officials will also be interacting with you. And just so you know, this program is so dear to them and they can't wait to meet all of you. I'll also encourage you that you should follow us on social media. You should follow us on Twitter, where our handle on Twitter is Cybersafe HQ. Follow us on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, our name on Facebook is Cybersafe Foundation. And if you are on LinkedIn, the name of our organization is Cybersafe Foundation. And if you're on Instagram, we are very active on Instagram as well. And the name of our organization on Instagram is Cybersafe HQ. I wish you all the very best, and I hope that you can make the best out of this opportunity, because trust me, I see the very end, and it is so beautiful because of all the value we have packed into this program. And it will be just up to you to make the best out of this opportunity. There will be issues. For example, I've had questions about whether or not you're going to be providing data. Trust me, buying data for yourself is an investment that you will see the benefits of in no time. Okay, and many other issues you may run into. But trust me, your virtual assistants will also be on hand to always support you. So make use of all of the support groups that we are providing and every other activity we are going to be giving to make sure that you have a swell learning experience. Once again, I wish you all the best, and I'll be ceding the floor now to my colleague Abimbola, who is the program officer for DigiGirls, that will be taking you through what you should expect in this amazing training opportunity. Abimbola, you have the floor now. Abimbola, we can't hear you. Okay, so I'm just going to mention that we have over 400 people joining us live. Keep the comments coming. We'll keep streaming them and showing everyone what you are saying. Okay, we have over 400 people joining us live from YouTube. Well done, and welcome everyone who is joining us. Abimbola, are you ready?
She can't say it. Can she say it?
Okay, while Abimbola is still getting ready to get started, I'm just going to play us an intro video just for the time being. Abimbola, are you ready? Okay, let's give Abimbola a bit more time. And if you can just share in the comment section what you're expecting out of this training. Why did you sign up? Please just drop a comment and I'll begin to stream your comments. Why did you sign up? What are you looking out for? And let's see, what you're saying. I'm going to begin to stream all of the comments really quickly. Let's see. So, oh, somebody's saying, Asema Grace is saying, indeed, this program is interesting. I am glad to be part of it. I'm excited to be here. Thanks to the UK government. That's coming from Eunice Efyong. There's, someone, Oluchi saying, God bless you for this great opportunity. It's indeed a life-changing one. I see the comments really coming in. Keep them coming in and tell us what. Okay, great. So Ogechi is saying I signed up to learn. Fantastic. Okay. Great. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. I see the wonderful comments already. I'm excited. We are also very excited. We're also very excited to have you here. Okay, so maybe what was going to happen is would have to do makeshifts. Again, we have to be ready for anything that life presents us. So I may just go ahead and do the flag of the orientation actually, since it's looking like okay, great. So let's see. Juliet is saying, people are just very, very amazing. The comments are coming in. I want to add value to my life. I really like what Lillian Achebe said here, that she wants to add value to her life. I really like it. Okay, Oluchi is saying, my expectation is to obtain a marketable digital and cyber skills for better opportunities in life. I mean, this is very in line with what we're looking to achieve. So fantastic. You'll definitely get this. I'm looking to be learning a lot, and I'm glad to be part of this program. Amazing. Yeah, I see your comments coming. I like Ashela Daniel's comment. She says, well, as for me, I joined because we're in a digital world and I need to learn how to operate in the digital world. I don't want to be left behind. This comment is amazing, and really, we don't want you to be left behind. That's the reason we put together this event. Okay, so of course for this training we're going to start off with basic digital skills. So I'm just going to also be sharing here that in case you already have those basic digital skills, don't make light of it. You will learn. It's an opportunity to learn something new as well. So join in for this week. By next week we'll go into cybersecurity awareness. You'll know how to be cyber safe. The week after, we'll start our soft skills training, and then thereafter, you'll be able to pick which path you're going to be offered, which path you want to do among the 5 learning paths. Is it intermediate UI UX design? Is it digital marketing? Is it data processing? I mean, it will now be up to you to pick from them. Okay, so great. I see all the comments coming. Abibola, are you ready?
I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Okay, great. So we'll just go ahead and get this done. Sorry, just give me a second. I'll be scrolling the comments. Okay. I like that you are all very, very interactive. Please just bear with us while we deal with the technical issues or challenges we're facing. Okay, so because of the network challenges that the Lagos hub is facing, I mean, I don't know, Abibola, are you ready yet? If you're not, then I'll go ahead and begin the orientation from my end. What's happening? Girls, please just, ladies, keep, because it's not just girls here. Ladies, please just keep the comments coming. We'll keep scrolling them and keep showing them to you. But we're going to have John Obidi joining us by 10:35. I mean, that's already a very packed talk coming on. Abimbola, are you ready now?
I'm ready.
Okay, please go ahead.
Okay, welcome again, everyone. I'm Abibola, the Programs Officer for DigiGirls. You're one of the lucky few who have been chosen of 2,400 girls of all the applications we got. So, I'm here to give you the general overview of what the program is going to be like. So first of all, how will you learn? A lot of you have been asking how you would learn, how you access classes. I want you to know that it's a hybrid situation. Some of you will be learning physically, both in Lagos and Kaduna, and the rest of you will be learning online via Google Classroom. We'll have recorded sessions dropping every day for every class, for every topic. And so you can just log on in and access your classes. There will also be additional resources for you on there. So if you need, even for those in Lagos and Kaduna, if you need extra help, if you need extra resources, you can just log into the classroom and get them. We'll have 4 learning modules prepared. We're starting with basic digital literacy, introducing you to the computer and files and how it works. Then there will also be cybersecurity awareness. You have to learn how to protect yourself online, learn how to protect yourself skills and entrepreneurship skills rather. So here you get soft skills. Here you be taught soft skills that you need to help you in the business world, in the digital economy that we are this day. And then there will also be a special be learning any one of those. Also, we'll be having mentoring sessions running side by side with these trainings. As Confidence mentioned earlier, we have a lot of amazing women lined up as mentors. So on Fridays, there'll be mentorship sessions. Some of these mentors are Inkem Dillenberger. She's the founder, she's CEO rather of Future Software Resources. There's also Ojuayo Iwini. She's the co-founder and CEO of PiggyVest. I'm sure a lot of us know what PiggyVest is. We've been using the app for savings. There's Sheon Rosewe, there's Omombolanle Osajolo, there's Damlola Olo in Lagos. For the physical learners, so those in Lagos and Kaduna, we'll also be imploring you to abide with COVID rules and social distancing, use your mask. There will be sanitizers provided, so use that as often as you can. Use that. If you're coming in, you have to use a sanitizer. You can come in with your own sanitizers to observe the social distancing. If you feel sick, please let facilitator know or your hub manager know so that we can take care of you, distance you, or give you whatever medical attention that you would need. And also ensure that you're using your face mask at all times, please. And as for our code of conduct, you're going to be interacting with a lot of girls, even online too, online and physical. There's a code of conduct. You have to behave yourselves. You have to remember that this is a shared space. You're sharing this space with over 2,000 other girls, so you have to behave yourselves. And as regards there's going to be communication, be polite. There's absolutely no reason why you should be rude or antagonistic or attack other students, other learners rather. Learn to communicate politely, learn to drive your point across without being unnecessarily emotional about it. There's no need to be aggressive about it with your facilitators, your home manager, fellow learners like you. Communicate properly, communicate politely. Also, respect and composure. In communicating politely, you should also compose yourself. You should respect other people. Don't look down on anyone, regardless of the age gap, because yes, there is quite an age gap here. But regardless of that, respect everyone. We're all here to learn, whether you know it or not. You should never feel superior to another person. Never feel like they have nothing to offer. If you knew it all, you wouldn't be here. So, in as much as you know, still respect those who don't. And even your facilitators, hub managers, officials who will be coming and going, teaching you, helping you, guiding you, there should be respect, there should be composure. If you have any issue, there are polite ways and civil ways to raise those issues without turning it into an argument or fight. As regards learning, we're encouraging the academic experience to extend beyond the classroom into your living environment. So whatever you learn here, we're encouraging you to practice it, we're encouraging you to implement it. Make sure that you don't just come here and that's the end. You come here, you do your work, you go home, you implement it. If you need any additional resources, if you need any activity for you to take part in, there will be activities, there will be assessments. So make sure you do all of it. Every assignment you have to do it. Every activity you are supposed to partake in them, because all of them will be graded. And at the end of the day, the goal is to come here and do well. So you have to take every assessment, take every quiz, so we know that you're doing well, so you know that you're learning, so you know that you're acquiring knowledge, and not just acquiring, you're also practicing, putting it to use. For every hub that you are in, for those that are learning physically, please take care of the property. Computers have been provided, laptops have been provided. You're in a hub. It's comfortable, it's conducive. Please take care of them. Don't come in and ruin anything. Don't come in and spoil anything. Be careful with whatever you are using. This doesn't belong to us either. So please be careful. Show respect for whatever rules it is that are in place in the hub. regarding the use of computers, regarding the use of whatever facilities that have been provided. And data collection too. Periodically, we'll be collecting data and issuing questionnaires, surveys for you to fill. As promptly as possible, fill them and provide accurate answers, please. Be honest in your feeling. Be honest in providing your answers. If you have any issues, again, reach out for help. There are people around who can help. You can reach out to your virtual assistant. You can reach out to the community manager. But don't just assume and fill in anything. If you need any assistance, reach out and fill those forms as promptly as possible. Also, we at Cybersafe, we're making every effort to cultivate a safe environment. We're all ladies here, we're all females. So we're hoping that in the course of the training, there will be no reason or no cause for a sexual misconduct or accusation. In everything you do, comport yourself properly. If you feel like you're being violated or you're being threatened, you can report that. There are measures to report that. Also, do not yourself be one who is the violator. Don't make unnecessary advances. If you need any help, there's a respectable teacher-student relationship going on here, or facilitator and learner relationship. If you need something, as friendly as possible without being overly friendly, don't do anything that can be misconstrued as you coming on to someone. There's also WhatsApp and Telegram groups to facilitate communication. I'm sure a lot of you are already on it already. If you have any questions, if you need any help, you can raise that on the WhatsApp group, on the Telegram groups. They are active all the time. You can drop your questions and you'll be attended to as soon as possible, or even call up your virtual assistant or your community manager again. So I've been saying virtual assistant since. This is for every girl. For every one of you, you've been assigned a virtual assistant. For those online, I'm sure you've met them. We've been onboarding you throughout the past week. So you've met all of your virtual assistants. If you have any problems, you can go through them. And there's a virtual assistant for each peer learning group. So we divided all of you into groups, peer learning groups. And this essentially means that at the end of every class, at the end of every day, you have a group of people that you can discuss your class experience with, a group of people that you can meet for help, a group of people you can relate with as regards to experience that day or on that course or on that module. So what the peer learning group does is that it encourages you to interact with other learners, encourages you to share ideas, ask questions, open to more opinions and all of that. So if you need any help, you can go through your peer learning group too. You can ask a facilitator, you can ask a virtual assistant. There's a number of peer learning groups. I'm sure a lot of you have seen your WhatsApp groups named after those peer learning groups. So for training schedule, training is starting today. The Medical Science Orientation Program, your first training will start on basic digital literacy. After that, we'll be moving into soft skills training. But the official training flag will also be coming up in between on the 8th of December. That's going to be a wonderful event. Please look out for that. You're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to be interacting with a lot of industry leaders. So look out for that. Make sure you're present on that day. This is November, so December is coming up. Yes, Christmas is coming, so there will be Christmas break from the 20th of December till the 9th of January, because on the 10th classes are starting again, and this will go on until the 8th of March when the graduation ceremony will happen. So in between all of these dates, there will be mentorship sessions, there will be classes, there will be assessments, there will be quizzes, there will be activities lined up for you to do. Other events, we also have a few other events lined up. For our virtual learners, there's going to be state hangouts. So for every state you're in, I hope you will make friends with other participants from that state, because you will be hanging out. There will be something for that to be rolled out. There's going to be state hangouts per state. The first state would be those from the east. That will be 18th of December, followed by 22nd of January by the west. And then for 19th of, and they also make friends, socialize. You're here to learn, and networking is part of the learning process. So socialize with them, network with them. You're all living in the same stage. You can hang out. If you have issues, you can reach out to one another for help. There'll also be a Digi Friday activity. So this is not even an activity, an event sort of. It will be a Digi Friday event. Here we'll be encouraged. This will encourage you to research on topics that you've been taught throughout the week. So on Wednesday, we'll be dropping a topic on every group chat, that's every peer learning group. And then on Friday, each one of you will be expected to discuss whatever it is you've researched on that topic, whatever it is you found on that topic. And there will be another way to share ideas, to share opinions, to interact, to be open to more, to learn more. Just another way to learn instead of just coming to the classes. You also be given assignments to research on and come and share in your own knowledge, in your own words, share and interact with others. For our Google Classroom, that's already up and running. Those learning virtually. Immediately after this session, you can go on in, access your materials, access your class activities, do all of that and submit. Resource Center, if you need any help, further help again, you can reach out to your virtual assistants, you can reach out to your hub managers, and then there will also be resources dropped on group chats, on peer learning groups, on the Google Classroom platform. You can go through any of those links and get whatever help you need. So any other extra, if you feel like you need to reach out to someone privately, again, you can call up your virtual assistant and let her know whatever it is that you need. So this is me. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm happy to have all of you here. I hope that this is going to be an amazing learning experience for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abimbola. I think I started seeing some questions here, and I will just be scrolling them down for you. So I think I saw a
Okay, if
question.
you have questions, you can.
I think we can still take some questions before we take John Obidi's
Right.
presentation.
So whatever questions you have, you can drop them, and after the questions can come in. Thank you.
Okay, so I was just saying that while we're waiting for John Obidi to join us by 10:35, I think we can begin to take some questions that have just come in. So if you have some questions, please begin to drop them. I think I saw Veronica's question. I can't quite immediately see it. I think Veronica was asking that she's not been added to the groups yet and she doesn't know her virtual assistant. Please, Abimbola, what can you say to that so that she knows exactly what to do? Abimbola, can you hear me? Uh, Hello?
Hello? Yes?
Yeah, I said we had a question from someone, and maybe more questions will come into that. Veronica was asking that she's not been added yet to any group, or virtual assistant. What should she do? What should Veronica do? This is her name, Veronica Michael. Veronica, can you post your question again? Yes. Can you post your question again, Veronica? I can't find your question again.
Okay, if you've not been added to a group chat, reach out to the number in your mail, your acceptance mail, acceptance text, or just text your WhatsApp number to that number, your details and your WhatsApp number, and you'll be added. Most of the time it's network issues. We've been trying to reach out to a lot of these girls too, but just text your number and you'll be added.
Okay, thank you so much. So Martha is also asking, how do I join the class? I don't know my virtual assistant. I think this same advice applies to Martha. Please, Abimbola, go ahead and respond to that as well.
Okay, so how do you join the class? The class is virtual, Google for Google Classroom, and the links have been dropped on all group chats. And your virtual assistant is the group admin on that group chat. They've been introducing themselves. So you can just ask again on the group chat who the virtual assistant is, or just look for the group admin. Your group admin is your virtual assistant, and she's ready to provide any assistance you need. For joining the class again, links have been dropped, and those links will be rolled out again at the end of this. So just click and join in.
Thank you so much, Abimbola. We have John Obidi in the house. Somebody was saying Daddy Joe. Yes, that's that's one of his nicknames. So we still have. Let's just take a few more questions and then we'll get John Obidi on stage. Please, if you're not yet ready, please hold your seats very tight because what's coming is so much value. But before then, while we have John Obidi getting ready to come up, Abdul Salam Sulaika is asking, how many times will we be having the classes? Because we students that have lectures to attend as well. Please, do you want to respond to that?
Okay, for physical learners in Lagos and Kaduna, classes are daily. You have to come into the hub daily to attend classes. But the good news is just 4 hours a day, 10 to 2. So after that, of course, there's still more time to attend to whatever you want to attend to, any other classes, any other shows you want to attend to. And for those online, classes are daily, so materials will drop in every day. So log in anytime during the day, access your class, access your materials, do your assignments and your activities.
Thank you so much, Abimbola. We also have a question here from Injideka Alimo. Are you going to give us certificates at the end of the training?
Of course, yes, there's going to be certifications at the end of the training. This is an important step in ensuring your employability in the future. So definitely, there's going to be certificates at the end of the training.
Okay. Another question is here. I guess some assignments are seen in the classroom that require us to use a PC. What should those of us who do not have a PC do?
Okay, so for those of you who don't have a PC, you can use an Android phone. Regarding maybe using folders or sharing folders or any of that, you can use your Android phone. You can also reach out to anyone who has a PC and do it. Then again, I also mentioned that interact with other girls on the group. You'll find out that there are other learners like you who stay around, who are around you, who you can link up with and do assignments. Again, interact. You would know all of this if you interact, who is staying around you, who you can meet for help. And there's a lot of things you can do with your phone. It's not just WhatsApp and social media. There's actually a lot that we can do with our phones. Again, if you need help with that, reach out on your group chat or reach out to your virtual assistant and we'll be helping you with that.
Thank you so much. So we have 2 more minutes before we have John Obidi on stage. I think that's what we have on our flow. Let me just double check that. Okay, so we have just 2 more minutes before I introduce our guest speaker, John Obidi. But someone is asking another question here, or rather, there are more questions coming in. So this is from Esther Joseph. I'm in Lagos and I opted for physical class. How do I go about it? I think Abimbola has been cut off.
Dropped on the Lagos group chat as Federal College of Education Technical at Koka. If you need directions, that can also be dropped. It's just take a bus from Yaba to Unilag Gate and it's straight walk down. The physical classes will be holding daily again.
Okay, thank you so much. So let me see if there are more questions here before I introduce our guest speaker in 1 minute. Okay, so this question is very important. And Abimbola, if you respond, I can also add as well. Would the learning be thorough without the use of a computer?
Okay, if you have a phone that can access the internet, yes, of course, you gain all that you are out to gain using your phone. Again, there's a lot that our Android phones can do, your Apple phones can do. There's a lot that you can do. There's a lot of untapped potential in that phone. It's not just social media, it's not just taking pictures. There's a lot your phone can do. And if you feel like you need a computer, again, reach out to people around you or ask for help. But yes, the learning will definitely be thorough even without the use of computer because there's so many resources you can access online that can show you extra videos, that can walk you through extra tutorials on what to do. So yes.
Okay, I just want to add to that, Abimbola. There's some areas, especially your specialized path of learning, that would mandatorily require you to use a computer. However, you were selected because you said you had access to the computer and you were filling out the form. So remember, we asked that question on the sign-up form for a reason. So you cannot, after being accepted now, tell us, how do I do if no computer? You told us you had a computer. That's why we said, okay, you can come and learn virtually. Okay? So please, based on that answer, remember what Abimbola said, that you should give honest answers. If you said you had a computer, then you should have the computer now. If you said you have access to a computer when you were signing up, then you should still have access to a computer. So without further ado, we're going to take more questions after John Obidi's presentation, but now it is time, because we are very time. Sorry, Kaduna wants to ask. We can only take one question because we've been keeping our guest speaker waiting. So Kaduna, go ahead.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, we have people that want to ask some questions in Kaduna Center. So
Okay.
here we go.
Good morning. Hello, can you hear
Good
me?
morning.
Good morning. Some of us that go to office and it clashes with our office hours. I don't know, how do we solve that?
Okay, so this is what I'll respond. First and foremost, when the sign up form was designed for us to know the people that will be available for in-person learning. So if you said things like, yes, I'm available for everyday learning, if you said things like you don't have a computer, that's the only reason why we put you to learn physically in the halls. So if you have a computer and this is clashing with your work, then you can ask to be changed, for your learning type to be changed to fully online, because it's based on what you filled out in the sign-up form that we put you to learn physically in the hub. And you are now saying that you're not available for everyday classes. So if you have a computer, then we can switch you. But if you do not have a computer, then we can't switch you to online, because what that means is we cannot support you with the laptops which we provide in our hubs, or the internet which we provide in our hubs. So I'm thinking that we can allow one last person to ask a question before I introduce the guest speaker.
Okay, we have a question here, please, ma'am.
Okay.
Good morning. Hello, are you hearing me? Good morning.
Good morning. I can hear you.
Okay, I said, can someone have opportunity to make the registration online after the first day of the classes again?
Oh, we've closed registration a long time ago. So we closed registration. It was after registration we now went on to selection, which is some of you received, or rather all of you received an email to do a quiz. So those are all selection procedures. After that point, which will open applications, we cannot take anyone new. And I want to reiterate as well that you are here after being selected. We have about 5,000 people in a waiting list. So if for any reason you're not able to meet up with the requirements, please let us know so we can give someone else who may be able to do, who can take this opportunity to get the opportunity. Because again, we selected you based on information which you gave us. So we have a waiting list and we can always get people in. But apart from that waiting list, we cannot get anyone new into the program until the next time. If this program is repeated, again, a big if it's repeated, then we can then take new applications again. Okay, so I'm just going. Sorry.
I think we have some few questions from Kaduna. The girls are really.
Okay, can we take more questions after our guest speaker speaks? We have another Q&A opportunity.
Yeah,
So
it's okay then. It's okay, ma'am.
yeah, what we can do is please just have the names of everyone who wants to ask a question, then prompt us on the private chat like you just did, and then we'll give Kaduna the floor. Okay, thank you so much, Kaduna. Let's now move on to introducing our guest speaker, who is no other but the amazing John Obidi, who is a new media consultant, an international speaker, and personal development trainer. He is a highly skilled, compelling visionary, and phenomenal resource person, bringing practical intelligence and transferable solutions to both the workplace and marketplace as a whole, and doing so in the most innovative and unconventional ways, unlocking admiration and gratitude from clients and industry stakeholders everywhere. In 2018, John was voted amongst Advanced Media's 100 most influential young Nigerians, coming in the second in the final rankings. coming in second in the final rankings. In December 2018, he won the Future Awards Africa Prize for New Media. And in 2020, he was voted among the 100 most influential young Africans. He is a leading consultant on online digital marketing in Africa and is the founder of Head Start Africa, a community of over 170,000 business and career professionals. As a thought leader in personal development, leadership, and online marketing, John's blog, podcast, webinars, workshops, masterclasses, conferences, and speaking engagements are claimed to be practical, disruptive, paradigm shifting, forward looking, and highly progressive. He has served as a keynote speaker in Brazil, UAE, Ghana, Zambia, and Nigeria. John is available as a keynote speaker, panelist for conferences, workshops, and knowledge sharing platforms. And trust me, when John said yes to speaking here, I pinched myself. I was like, are you for real? Am I going to be playing host to John Obidi? Please let's make welcome in the comment section with so much excitement, John Obidi. Welcome, John. I'm so excited to
Thank
have
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Can you hear me?
loud and clear.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Confidence. Thank you for the work that you're doing with Cybersafe and with the DigiGirls. I feel so honored to be here to share my knowledge with the house here today. Hello, everyone. Today, someone says, can we sing Dorime? Thank you very much, Nonya Chooks. Okay, so just to confirm with confidence real quick, I think I need to be to double check how much time I have, and and that my topic is opportunities for the discerning woman, right?
Correct.
Awesome. So how much time do I have?
You have 15 minutes, but you're allowed to
15.
spill over 5 minutes, so it's fine.
Okay.
Because we're
Okay.
going to get so
All
much
right.
value. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll do my best to just make as much use of that time as possible. Thank you again, Confidence. Thank you so much, Abimbola, and everyone else at Cybersafe and DigiGirls. Today, I'm going to be speaking about digital skills, opportunities for the discerning woman. Usually, I'm a long form speaker. I usually speak for hours and teach for hours and hours, but I'll do my best to condense all of this knowledge to 20 minutes. I will start this by saying that we're living in the best time so far to be alive. A time literally when you can get opportunities on your mobile device, with your phone, with your laptop. You can have access to libraries all over the world. You can have access to wisdom all over the world, opportunities. You can start your empire right from your mobile phone. But even with the opportunity that comes with this age, it also comes with its threats. I'm sure we all know about what SWOT analysis means: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. For every opportunity that new technology brings, it also brings along its threats. So even as much as we should be harnessing all the opportunities that come with being alive in this time, we also need to be conscious and cautious of the threats that it also comes with. All right. Now, some people talk about this generation and talk about how this generation is behaving, maybe a bit more rascally than previous generations. I would disagree with that. I don't think that this generation is any more rascally than previous generations. Okay. Every generation has its own dose and flavor of rascality. The only problem is that the rascality of this generation is being recorded, and there can be evidence. And this generation, more than others, has to be careful of what we are recorded doing, whether it is on video or on audio or by text. And so what you're putting on Instagram, what you're putting on Twitter, what you're putting on Facebook, you have to be careful of those things. And as people say, the internet never forgets. As DigiGirls, as women who want to take over the future, the present future, you have to be cautious of what you put out there. You have to see the internet as something different from what your other mates are using it for. You guys are not like everybody else. You guys are different. You are being raised in this house to be different. And so you should see the internet or social media as your PR machine. Your PR machine is not a place where you go and post your thoughts. No, I know that when you're on Facebook, you would see it there asking you, what are you thinking? No, do not give in to that scam and just type what you were thinking and use it all for fun and jokes. No, it is your PR machine. You should use it to carefully curate what you want the world to know about you. I know people say this all the time, do not judge a book by its cover, but that will not always happen. No matter how much you say that, people are always going to judge you by your cover. And in the world today, your social media presence is your cover. So take time to curate that. Now, I want you guys to, before I go on to my other points, I want you guys to write this down as your homework. All right. I want you guys, once you get home from this event today, go through your social media profile. Go through your social media profile and begin to do an audit. If there is anything there that you would not like being seen by the world, should you wish to run for president, I want you to go and delete all those things, all those jokes that you made out there, which are okay being said in closed circles, but have no business on your social media profiles. Just take those things down today. Once you get home today, and I don't know, depending on how much rascality backlog you have, it might take you a week, it might take you a month, I don't know. But take today to delete those things and then start putting out content that presents you to the world in a positive light. Again, everybody has how they play in private. Everybody has how they think in private. Everybody has the sort of jokes that they make in private. The key word there is in private. Not everything deserves to be seen by the public. All right. Now that's just playing defense. That's playing defense. Okay. Now you're taking care of what people can see about you. I remember I was speaking somewhere, I was somewhere one day and someone tweeted at me and said, "Oh, John Obidi, I finally dug down into your Twitter timeline and I found your first tweet." And I laughed and I said, well, I didn't say to her, but I said to myself, that's not my first tweet. All right. Because I know the day very clearly when I knew I was going to become somebody. That day was very clear to me. And I think that was sometime in 2013 when I first got nominated for the Future Award in 2013. And I knew I was going to become somebody one day. That day I sat down and I started going through my social media handles and removing everything I had put out that would not fit the future that I knew that I was walking into. So you must do this, okay? After you do that, you now need to start putting out valuable content that the world can look at this person and think, I think I should engage with this person. Number one, you need to have a publicly accessible work profile, okay? So one website everybody should know by the end of today is about.me. I'll say it again, it's about.me. So on about.me, you can go there for free and create a publicly accessible profile. And on that profile, you can document your body of work. You can say, my name is Abimbola. I am skilled at this, 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 this. I have volunteered at this, 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 this. I contribute value in the fields of this, this, this. This is my work experience. These are my passions. And so when anybody in the world Googles your name, that shows up amongst the first search engine results, okay? One of the core things you must have in this decade is to answer the question, are you Googleable? I made up that word, okay? Are you Googleable? Or how Googleable are you, all right? And so putting out that kind of content will help people know how to engage with you. We talked about don't judge a book by its cover and that you will be judged by your cover. Now, this is how to create a cover that the world can engage with, okay? So about.me, go to about.me. So your URL will now become something like, if your name is Abimbola, for instance, your URL will become about.me/Abimbola, all right? And people can see that and they can know what to expect, okay? Another thing is you need to start documenting your experiences on your about.me profile, okay? if you came to a DigiGirls event today, I need you guys to write down what you learned from this event. Or if you're one of the volunteers, write down how did you contribute to the event, what was your volunteering position, what exactly did you do, and how did it contribute to the overall turnout of the event. Document that and let it be added to your public profile so that people all over the world can know how exactly you add value to the world. I know some of us saw that Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala was appointed as the Director General of the WTO, and it is fantastic news. A lot of us love that news. Everyone loved that news, and a lot of girls really identify with that sort of excellence. But beyond that, I would like us to go to Dr. Okonjo-Iweala's Wikipedia profile and look at exactly how intentional she has been with her life. That is something everybody should aspire to. Okay. So moving on from that, let's talk about skills of the new economy, skills that everyone must have if they must win in this new decade, skills that everyone must have if they must win in this new decade. Number one, everybody should be able to create a simple website. I was talking about how to create your cover because that is how the world is going to judge your book. All right. So you should learn even beyond the about.me, move beyond that and learn how to create your own website. Now, it used to be very difficult before, but nowadays it's not that difficult. You can create your own website without even learning how to code. There are all these drag and drop options available online. One of them is called Wix, Wix. Okay. So with Wix.com, anybody can be turned into a website designer overnight. Excellent websites. Some of you are going to do it for yourselves, and this might even be an income opportunity for you if you want to use this to open websites for other people. Okay, I know people who have taught this and they have started creating websites for other people and started making money for themselves. This is something that would help you, whether for yourself, for your organization, or as a business. Okay, Wix.com can turn you into a website designer overnight. You can go there, sign up. There's a free version. Use that free version until you are comfortable with it, and then you can proceed to getting a paid version. Okay, now another skill of the new economy that everybody should learn is being able to create ads. Now, let me tell you why ads are very important and why you should not leave that to those who are the digital marketers already. It's a skill that everybody must learn. Why is that? Look at a company like Facebook, for example. Facebook has how many users so far? Over 2 billion users. And that's just on Facebook, not counting the other all the other Facebook family of apps, right? Just on Facebook alone, 2 billion users. But the power of Facebook is not about the 2 billion users alone, but on the data that they've been able to collect on those 2 billion users. Not just the data, but the algorithm that is able to look at their past data and make predictive analysis. So Facebook knows us more than we know ourselves. They know the kinds of music that we prefer. They know our favorite artists. They know our best movies. They know our religious affiliations, our political affiliations. They know us like the back of our hand. They know our family members. They know our spouses. They know our children because all those connections are out there. They know our classmates. They know your best friend, and so on and so forth. They know all of that. But where are we going with this? Facebook is able to serve up all this data to advertisers. So if you have something to say to, say, women in Enugu State aged between 20 to 35 who are also interested in fashion, Facebook is able to serve up that data to you and allow you to send ads to just those people. This is being able to create attention on demand so you can be able to direct any pair of eyeballs to your marketing message. That is powerful. And being able to do that on Facebook, because once you can do that on Facebook, it means you can also do that on Instagram. That is very powerful. Okay. So how can you learn this? Because you must be wondering, okay, this sounds good. How can I learn this? There is something called Facebook Blueprint. I want you guys to write that down and go and Google that. Facebook Blueprint is a program created by Facebook to teach people for free how to run Facebook ads, okay? And other things too. They charge you for the certification. If you want Facebook to certify you as a Facebook certified digital marketer or digital associate, you might have to pay a token for the certification, but the knowledge itself is free. Okay, aside what you can get on YouTube, you can get taught by Facebook how to run ads. Imagine you went to that through that curriculum today, and maybe in about a week from now, you are certified by Facebook as a digital associate. What would that add to your portfolio? All right, you can add that to your About Me profile. You can do so many things with that. You can make that your new job description if that's what you want to do. That opportunity exists. Okay, you should be able to run Facebook ads in this new decade. Okay, so that website, so that opportunity again is called Facebook Blueprints. Just Google it, and it should be like the first couple of search results that come up, and it is totally free to access the knowledge, even though you might need to pay a little bit for the certification. After that, another thing that you need to be able to do is to be able to create a platform where goods can be sold. Simple e-commerce, because the pandemic accelerated the need for e-commerce presences. So every business that had a brick and mortar presence, that had a regular store, they had to start going online. Okay, so you need to be able to create a simple online store where goods that are in a physical store can be represented. People can pay for things with their card. Their order goes to the store and their orders get fulfilled. How do you create such a platform? There's a platform called Shopify. All right, you don't even need to be a programmer or a coder or a web designer. There are platforms that already exist where you can just plug and play and set up online stores and manage them. Of course, you'll pay a monthly fee, but it's there. It is called Shopify, Shopify. So you go to Shopify, you can just with a few clicks in less than 10 minutes create your online store. Put up your products and people can begin to buy from you immediately. If you're based in Nigeria, make sure you register for Shopify NG, Shopify Nigeria, and you would be able to receive money with the local Nigerian payment gateways like Paystack and Flutterwave and so on and so forth. Okay, so those are a few skills of the new economy. Let me share a couple of other ones with you. Another skill of the new economy that you need to have is content creation, being able to create quality content. There are some of you here who are very knowledgeable about multiple topics. Begin to record this content and post on publicly accessible platforms. For example, YouTube. A lot of us know what the #1 search engine in the world is, and that is what Google. But how many of us know what #2 is? Yes, the #2 is YouTube. Now, even though YouTube is not natively a search engine, people are using YouTube as a search engine. So whenever people are searching for you on Google, your videos on YouTube are also coming up. All right. So what if somebody searched for you on YouTube and something that you said that was very sensible or useful to other people showed up on Google or on YouTube? Okay. So start that habit of contributing your knowledge on YouTube. It doesn't matter if you have 1 subscriber or 5 subscribers, that is okay. What matters is that content that has your name is showing up there so that when you are searched, it comes up and people can judge you by your intellect. Okay, everyone has mobile phones these days and you can simply record your content and put it up there. Okay, that's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do, depending on the tools you have available to you, is not just to contribute your knowledge, but start interviewing people around that body of knowledge so that you can be seen as a resource person. You see, when the world is coming to engage with Africa or to engage with Nigeria, They're not coming to engage with the whole of Nigeria. It's a lot of Nigerians, 200 million people. They're not coming to engage with the whole country. They want to look for leaders that they can engage with on behalf of everyone else. And one way you can stand out as a leader that can be spoken to and negotiated with is by curating knowledge freely, especially on YouTube. So when you are seen as someone who is a center for content, you are interviewing people, you are holding online events like this, or if it's not as big as this, you are able to at least interview people and put up those videos on YouTube, and people look at you, you are young, you are passionate, you are vibrant, people begin to engage with you. Okay, and you don't have to complicate it. A simple tool like Zoom, which is free, can help you get started. Get people on Zoom and interview them. Get the recordings, put them on YouTube. Zoom would give you both the audio recording and the video recording once you're done. Get the video recording, put it on YouTube. Get the audio recording and upload it as your podcast. Put it on Spotify, Google Cloud, what's this other one? SoundCloud, and so on and so forth. And doing all of this, you are making yourself a woman of value, a woman of influence. If there was an opportunity tomorrow and people were to judge between you and somebody else who has no level of preparation digitally, who are they going to pick? They're going to pick you. All right. So with these few points of mine, I would like to talk some more, but I think I've already elapsed. My time has already been fast spent, and I'd like to take a couple of questions too. I hope I'll be able to convince you and not to confuse you about the tools of the new economy and what you as a discerning woman needs to key into. This has been Digital Skills Opportunities for the Discerning Woman. Thank you very much, Confidence. I will hand you the mic now.
I mean, John, I have started and I'm wondering, John, please just put out a disclaimer. Did we share the learning tracks with you?
No. No.
It's crazy that every single skill you have mentioned is a learning track. Like,
Wow.
I sat here and I was just messaging my team. I'm like, isn't this really the discerning DigiGirls as well? Because the whole learning tracks from e-commerce to creation to creating ads to creating content to websites. I mean, it's also very is confirming some of the things we found out in our research before putting together this program. And we can't thank you enough for sharing this information and, of course, showing our ladies how valuable these skills are in today's world, and also how practical you made it seem. I mean, you even shared how Zoom can be used to, make the content creation process less complicated. So if you have any questions, this is a good time to have John Obidi answer them. But we're getting a lot of positive comments coming in. And we have quite a crowd watching also. Comments are coming in. Thank you so much. I mean, we're super grateful from Esther, Joseph, Adeyemi Victoria is just saying about the same thing. And we're having so many feedbacks. But if you have any question, please just quickly drop a comment. And we're going to stream your question and ask our guest speaker. Obiamaka, I've seen you. You've been very interactive, and I'm hoping that you also get as much value as you have shown that you're actively listening. I mean to say. So this is something I want to actually also really encourage everyone else. If you're watching a live stream and you're interacting, the chances that you're going to retain everything you're learning is very high. So also drop your comments as well and share whatever questions you have or summaries. If there's any questions, this is a good time. I'm looking for a question. I can't find a question yet. I think people are just summarizing all what you've given, and they're trying to, simmer. Let it all simmer in nicely. Okay, so let me see. Someone is saying here, time well spent. Let's see another one. If there's a question here. Oh, sorry about everyone having network issues. I'm hoping you can come back later. We're going to make a short cut. We're going to make a cut out of just John Obidi's presentation and make it available so you can watch it as much as you want to watch. Someone says, thank you, Mr. John Obidi, very educative. Thank you very much. Okay, so there are no questions per se. Thank you so much, the speaker. This was wonderful. I mean, thank you so much. You can't say thank you enough, John, for your patience. And I think everything backstage, yeah, I'm going to go back and talk later, but I just want to say thank you from the depths of my heart, that you came, and you came with so much value as usual.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, so just in case anybody has maybe any questions, you can just follow me on my Instagram. But by the grace of God, I try to answer as many DMs as I can. So my Instagram is at John Obidi. So you can just follow me there, and I'll be glad to answer any questions that you might have.
Okay, I think there's one question here. I know we've already said no questions, but I just saw one question. Mr. John, please recap on content creation.
Okay, so what I said was, when people Google you, it always helps to have a lot of content. Okay, so if you Google John Obidi, for instance, you'll see a lot of content, right? If you go to YouTube and search for John Obidi, search for me on YouTube or on Spotify, on Google Podcasts or Apple Podcasts, you see a lot of places where I have been interviewed and where I also have interviewed people. Either way, whether I interviewed people or people interviewed me, the impression you come away with is that I am someone that has a lot of knowledge to share. I'm a resourceful person, and that is what you need to position yourself as. So whether it's you just recording your knowledge and putting on these platforms, or you interviewing other people on your platform, or you being interviewed by other people on their platform, your name has to show up there. Okay, so there are many tools that can help you do this, but the easiest one that is free and accessible to everyone is Zoom. Zoom is available on your phone, on your laptop, and you can interview someone or just record yourself. But when you're done with the recording, Zoom gives you sorry, it's not Ask John Obidi on Instagram, it's just John Obidi, at John Obidi. Okay, thank you. I saw the comments. Okay, you can get the audio, put it on podcasting platforms. You can get the video and upload it to YouTube. Okay, so that's it on the content creation. There are other things about it, but this is just one of the quickest things that you can do. I mean, on your phone, there are apps you can use to quickly edit videos and make them look nice. You don't need to even pay. Most of them are free. There's this one that was released by the founders of TikTok. That's one I even use now. It's called CapCut. I cut cap for you, and cut to cut soap for somebody. Okay, CapCut. Okay, so CapCut, it's totally free. It's shocking how good CapCut is, and it is free. I don't know why it is free, but anyway, it is free. So that's what you can use. I used to recommend what's it called now, InShot, but InShot I think has a paid plan. But CapCut does everything that InShot does, and it's totally free. It was created by the owners of TikTok to help video creators be able to better edit their videos before uploading to TikTok. So I guess that was the rationale, and it's available I think on Android and iOS. So you can use that. There are other tools, but you can start with these ones. For now. Okay, I'm seeing this one. Noyenchuk says some of us have some kind of phobias with camera that hold us back, especially starting with YouTube. How do we overcome these? Well, a lot of people start with that, and I can totally agree with you that it can be tough, because when you're talking to a camera is different from talking to an actual person. It's something I had to practice when I started this journey. I had to practice learning how to talk to a camera, okay? Because I'm not talking to like people. I'm looking at this tiny dot in front of me, but I had to learn to treat it like I was speaking to people. Okay, you can see my body language. I have to practice exerting my body language to the camera and giving it that life. So you are at home or somewhere else watching me, you feel like I'm talking to you because of the way I'm leaning into the camera and I'm talking as if I'm speaking directly to you. All right. So with a lot of practice, that fright will go away. And by the time you put out your work and it's going all over the place, you're not going to remember that anymore. Okay. So that really would not be an issue, but it comes with practice, practice, practice. Get your phone every day and begin to practice talking to the camera. One of the things you can practice, don't look at yourself on the screen. Look at the camera, the little dots there you should be looking at, and speak straight to the dot so that you can have that eye contact with your audience. Okay, that makes sense. Sheena says, which social media platforms stands out? Well, it depends on what you are trying to achieve. Instagram is good. It helps give you that engagement. And when you're on Instagram, try to treat your Instagram as if it's your LinkedIn. Okay. So Anywhere you show up, let people see you on Instagram in your professional capacity, even better than your personal capacity, in your professional capacity. YouTube is great too because it's easily searchable and it remains there forever. It's fantastic. Facebook is also good, but it depends. I would say if you want to start documenting your work or documenting yourself as a person of value, focus more on Instagram and YouTube. The TikToks and the others, they are still fantastic, but I'm speaking from the direction of you being a person of influence. People are not going to say, okay, I'm thinking of Shino, let me see how good she is, and they wouldn't just go to TikTok instinctively. They go to your Instagram or they Google you. Those are the two places they check, your Instagram, or they Google, or they check YouTube. Those are the three places. So focus more on those areas, okay? Joy Rowland says, you made mention about sanitizing our social media platforms and putting out the exact content we would want the world to see about us. Does it mean we have to appear professional all the time? The answer is yes. You have to appear professional, not just professional, but competent. Competence is what you are trying to sell the world on. You are trying to sell the world on your competence, not on how well you can slay. I understand this might be hard to accept because most of your mates don't have sense. I understand it can be hard to accept, but that is why you are here. You are the one that's different, and you are the one who's going to take over from tomorrow. In 5 years' time, 10 years' time, they will not be able to afford your time. All right. So do not conform to whatever is going on now or how others are using social media. You create your social media domination strategy, and you are going to be better for it. Checker says, what are the types of content creation, please? Is it only video we have? Well, we've got video, we've got writing, which is blog articles out there, and we also have podcasting. I mentioned them already. Okay, so there's audio, there is video, and there is text. All right, and of course we also have micro content that people also put out on social media platforms. Instagram has released Instagram Reels, copying TikTok, of course, and so on. But these are the major ones that we have. Okay.
Okay, so there are many more questions, but that is what we can take. So we don't keep him for now, because if we leave John Obidi, he can keep answering all the questions.
Oh yes.
For a long time. But please, it's a very good opportunity to connect with him. So John, do you want to share your social media handles with us so everyone can connect with you?
Yeah, so just my Instagram is at John Obidi. That's my Instagram. I'm very active there. If not always on my Instagram feed, I'm always active on my stories and I respond to DMs. But I also have another platform where I teach, and other people come back to teach too, and that is called Head Start Africa. It's a Facebook group. It's a Facebook community on Facebook. So just go to Facebook and search Head Start Africa. You'll see it there with John Obidi. Just click join, and there's a lot of free trainings and information that we also share there. But if you want to connect with me, just connect with me on my Instagram.
Thank you so much, John. We can't thank you enough. And please do yourself a favor of good, like a whole stack of good, by connecting with him. You will not just learn from him, but you'll be inspired by a lot of the things he puts out in different content forms. Thank you so much, John. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Okay, great. So I'm sure you had, from all of the comments that have been coming, you had a very enlightening time. So we're going to be taking our last set of question and answers, and then we'll call it a day today. You can go on with your training for today. So if you have any more questions to ask about the program itself, it's a good time to ask. I think we'll start off with Kaduna first. Kaduna, you can take the stage and ask any questions you have.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Thank you so much, Confidence and Mr. John. We really appreciate what you're doing and learn so much. And I can tell you that the Kaduna girls are really ready to learn. So I think we have some few questions from this from Kaduna, and I'll give the mic to the people to ask their questions. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I say thank you so much, Confidence, Mr. John. Some girls in Kaduna also have some few questions to ask, so we give them the floor to go ahead.
Okay. But before you ask the question, I want to acknowledge the very brave woman I'm seeing there who brought her child. I mean, you are very, very amazing. I loved that you brought your child. I can't tell if it's a male or a female, but I want to say well done. I can see another mother. I can see another mother. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I can see another mother behind. I'm really, really, I wish I could meet you physically, but I'm sure very soon I'll be able to meet these mothers. I'm really, really happy that you made that time to come here and be part of this fellowship. So you can go ahead with your questions.
Okay, that was a lady that was asking about. What was the question? Let me give out the mic, please.
Okay.
Hello.
We can hear you.
The place I work closed by 12:30, and our closing attendance is Victoria. So I don't know.
Okay. I didn't quite hear her. She said something about closing at 12:30.
I need to send picture for closing attendance and send.
Salim, can you help us can you help us?
Hello, what she was literally saying is, in our place of work, they close by 12 o'clock, and
Okay.
they have a kind of a biometric way of signing out. So it's compulsory for her to attend by 12 o'clock. So she's
Okay.
asking if they can actually make it flexible for her to kind
Okay.
of.
Yeah, to be part. So Salim, what we can do is we can handle that. We can discuss offline as to how we can make this work for her. I mean, this is a genuine, reason to tweak things a bit for her. So let me know, like, get her name, and we'll discuss more.
Okay, thank you. So any other question, please? Yeah, we have someone that wants to ask a question, please.
Good morning. Please, my own question is that can I move from the physical class to the virtual class?
If you have a computer, we can work that out. Do you have a computer?
Yes,
You have a,
yes,
you have a personal computer.
yes, laptop.
Okay, that's fine. So, Salim, again, get her details. We'll know what to do, exactly what to do for her.
Okay, and I need to tell the girls at the it's compulsory for us to attend physically, but there's some instances where we allow you to use a virtual class. So it's not for everybody. So literally, if you meet the requirement to accept your request, so you need to take that into consideration.
Okay, that's fine. I'm also seeing that someone is saying online that we are asking a question and we're ignoring it.
There are
Can you hear me? So
few
just
questions.
can you not give me a second, please? Someone is saying that we're not asking her question. Please know that we have over 500 people watching us live, so there are many questions coming, and we may miss your question. I think that was it's not gift. I think it's Adekemi Bade Joko. If you can repost your question now, we'll try and take it. Go ahead, Salim.
Yeah. Please, when you're asking your question, you can introduce yourself, please.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
During the weekend, because I don't think it's convenient for everybody, most of the people here. We go to work, sign in, and close by 2.
Okay, so
Let me
I
help
hear,
you.
yeah, I heard that question, but I just want to ask that all of these questions are questions that could have been answered for you on the group chat by asking Salim. So this is what we've created those platforms for you, and I'm getting a feeler that you're not maximizing the opportunity that's been given to you for those platforms, so you can escalate whatever challenges you have or whatever changes you want. So I'm not going to be taking any more questions if they are around things like this. I believe that the group that's been created and your community manager, who is Salim, will be able to answer these questions for you, and we can escalate them if you have questions he can't answer. So for online people, for people are asking around the address and all those kind of things, you have your virtual assistants, you have your community manager, you have the phone number that was sent to you when this opportunity was sent to you, that you've been accepted. Please engage with them so that you come to this kind of forum and you ask questions that only if you can't answer. Yes. So if there's any other question apart from changes and maybe inconvenience and maybe flexibility of the program, someone can go ahead and ask now.
Any other question?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
My name is Roy. Please, my question is for how long is the training?
I didn't hear her.
The student, what she was asking was that she was asking the duration of the program, and they've answered that from the off.
Okay, that's fine. So I have a question from an online person as well. I think Adekemi, she was the person who asked the question. Yeah, just hold on. Adekemi, hello, Salim, just hold on. Adekemi, your question, please direct it to your peer learning group virtual assistants. These are all the kind of questions I believe they should be able to answer. Engage with them and ask this question. She's asking that she's changing location and she's been moving out of Ekiti this week to Ogun State, a bit close to Lagos. So please engage with your virtual assistants and ask these questions. These are questions that they can answer. Salim, please go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Julian. I'm not related. Sorry, from where the talk I was just giving now, you said there are skills that everyone must have. And then you mentioned the website, art, and all of that. My question is, are we actually supposed to learn all of these skills? Bearing in mind that from the beginning you said that eventually you will have, out of the five areas that one is supposed to major, that we would have to pick one. So my question is it that what each of these one fall under the various categories, or eventually you just pick one out of all, or you need to actually learn them as an individual? I don't know if you get my question.
I do. Your question is very strong, and I love your question. So the answer to the question is this: you'll be allowed to pick one out of five learning paths, right? But before the point where you pick that, so for example, you have basic digital skills training for this first week. We'll move on to cybersecurity awareness skills, how to use digital in a safe and responsible way. And then the third part is a very important part of this training, which everybody is going to get, which is soft skills. Now, the key reason we are offering soft skills is that one of the core soft skills in today's world is self-learning. So we're exposing your mind to be able to say that, okay, while you have gotten one part of training here, at the end of the day, you'll be able to have your mind opened up in such a way that you begin to add on more skills by yourself to make yourself more valuable and more digitally relevant. So maybe, for example, you will pick e-commerce, right? Which John Obidi had just described. You will learn how to create a storefront on many platforms, but you will need to place adverts for that storefront. That's a skill you can self-learn because your mind has now been opened up. You have gotten one. You can always add another one on top of it. Do you understand? So, because nobody's going to give you everything, and you are waiting for someone to give you everything, you will not grow at the speed of somebody who gets other things by themselves. And this training is supposed to be to start you off. So before you know it, you begin to add on and you become so valuable. So that's the thinking I want everyone to come up with. And that's how this program is designed. I hope I've been able to answer your question very well. So another question from a virtual person here is, I would like to know the learning over the course of 3 months. So I've just mentioned some of them, and because we are closing very soon, we have been holding you online for a long time. So the 5 parts we are going to be teaching you is UI/UX design, data processing, which you can call data analytics, graphics design, digital marketing. I'm hoping I remember the 5th one now. Digital marketing. For digital marketing, it's going to include producing content online, include search engine optimization, include data marketing analytics. It's quite lumped up. There's quite a lot in that one. I think we're going to have graphics design as well. So we have 5 learning parts. You can pick one of them later on. So we'll give you a lot of information to help you decide. So there will be a week where we'll be bringing in experts to talk about experts that work in one of each of these fields to tell you what they do, what it entails, what it means, so that you can then make an informed decision. I'll be learning this over a 3-month period of time. Please, every other question, ask on the group. I'll be taking the last set of questions here now. Okay. Though you can't pick more than one because we will not have time to be able to teach you in the short time we have to teach you very well. We will not have enough time. Okay, so I think someone is asking another question. Okay, so will we get a certification for this course? Yes, you will get a certificate for this. And like I said, we also have partners that will be looking to hire you. We already have so far, we've signed up about 10 of them right now as we speak. Okay. Could you please make available to learners a documented course outline and description of the training program? That will be emailed to you as well. We have an orientation manual that will be sent to everybody. So everything we have said here is documented in one document that will be made available to you. I'm hoping I have not missed out any question. Okay, good. One last very good question. Amazon EBA is saying only admins can speak in our WhatsApp group. How do we make inquiries from there? Now, the reason why we limited it to just admins is because we did not want a lot of chatter that is going to drain other people's batteries or make other people inconvenience. But what we are going to be doing, we are going to be periodically opening up the group for you to share your thoughts. However, if you scroll up, if you go to the people in the group and look for admin, the admin on your peer learning groups is your virtual assistant. That person exists solely to serve you and to answer your questions, or make sure that your learning experience is fluid. That person will answer your questions, and if that person can't answer your questions, the person will escalate. But that person's full-time dedicated to making sure that your learning experience is great and will be able to answer your questions. Okay, we'll take one last question from DigiGirls in Lagos. Please, if you're the one who dropped the private chat, just signify by showing your hand so that we can put you on the screen. DigiGirls, which DigiGirls Lagos asked the question? Wants to ask a question? Okay, so which person, DigiGirls Lagos, wants to ask a question? Please just really make sure you maximize your virtual assistants. They are on standby. This is their job to answer you and to make sure that you don't have any difficulty. And trust me, if you're also not fully reaching your potential in terms of the program, you're not attending classes or you're not doing your assessments, they will reach out to you, they will call you. Please be nice to them because they're only helping you to be successful. Their job here is to make sure that you're successful. This is not one of those programs where you just sign up and just go away. We want to make sure that 2,400 women that we accepted, that 1 year down the line, we can brag about every single one of you and the successes that you've had. Okay, so any more questions? Okay, you said the questions have been answered. So I want to say thank you so much, everyone that has joined this this orientation at any point in time. This video will be accessible after this live session on YouTube, and you can watch it at any time you want. So if you were having network problems, because I can see those questions coming, if you're having network problems, you will also be able to see it. And I can see one last question as well about submitting applications from, submitting assignments from Deborah Kalu. What we're going to have you do, we're going to ask your virtual assistants to make a video to show you how to submit your assignments. Your assignments are also to be submitted on Google Classroom. So we're going to have somebody show you and walk you through how to submit that. And again, Nwachuk is asking around outlines. Please, there is an outline. What you need to do is when you go on Google Classroom, don't go to streams. Go to classwork tab. If you click on the classwork tab, you will see what is in day one. You will see the video, the things you have to see, you have to watch before you take your classwork. That's exactly how you go. Don't watch your classes or don't do your classes from streams. Go to the classwork tab, click on it, and then do your learning from there in the order which is presented. So I want to say thank you very much to everyone. Every other question, please drop it on the group chat, or rather contact your virtual assistant. And they will actually really help you. They are very helpful people. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I wish you the very best in this training. Bye for now.